One, two, three. Hello guys, my name is Kevstyle or Kevin for GFX all around with one L and not two L's. Today, as you can see here, we have a blur tutorial. So let me paste the image. We have this image of the beautiful Miss Megan Fox. And you can use blur in two ways. You have the destructive way, which I'm going to show you as first. And what you're going to do, you're going to filter, select blur, and well, let's select Gaussian blur. It's my favorite blur. I used it also on the Geraldine camper picture, and you can here select the radius, blur radius, how much blur you want, and all things like that. So as you see, we blurred out very much right now, and like I want only Megan Fox to show up. That's impossible. Was if you now are going to use your erase tool to erase the blur, it won't work. So delete this layer and paste the image again. Now we are going to filter and first click on convert for smart filters. Then you should get the screen, just hit enter or OK. And if you now go to blur or any other, doesn't matter, you can select a new blur. Let's go for Gaussian blur again. As you can see, lens blur doesn't work anymore, and there were a few other things like liquify and vanishing point that don't work either. So Gaussian blur and hit OK. And as you can see here, we have this smart filter layer, and if you now are going to erase, we are only erasing in the smart filter layer and not in the picture itself. So it's a great way to give things a special detail. So if we now what we can do is I make here text and call it Megan Fox with the font Cafe Nero. It's one of my favorite fonts. I really love it. Make it black. And let me rasterize it. And we're going to delete filter mask, so there won't be any filters. Or sorry, we'll delete the whole layer and paste it again. And then we're going to select both and merge layers. And again, filter. You always, when working on a new layer, you always have to first convert your layers to your filters to smart filters, and then blur, Gaussian blur, and we go to eraser tool. No, we want, and then you want to select smart filter, and you can erase, and it looks pretty sweet when you drag over the text and you don't get the whole text, and I still think that's pretty sweet to see. So yeah, I hope you like this tutorial, and yeah, subscribe, comment and rate, and of course leave a comment in the box down below with what kind of tutorials you want to see. I prefer Photoshop and Cinema 4D tutorials. Don is working on a tutorial in which he's going to show exact thing he was doing in his last speed art number 4, how to create a YouTube background in Cinema 4D, which is pretty awesome. He prefers that because the quality is way higher, he says. I personally don't like it because in our background he made like the background itself, and I added a lot of special effects like smoke and flares. You know, that's what I pretty much like. And since we're a GFX channel, we need our background and our logo to explode like it says whoa. So yeah, and William and I are away next week. I got a special week for school, and he's in Italy. So Don will be running the channel alone, and yeah, hope you like it. So I'll see you after a week. with new video, then I'm also going to do a setup video right then, because then I got a few special cables I need to get my other workspace greatly working. So guys, this was Kevstyle for GFX Around, or you can call me Kevin. Later guys.